Mastering Resume Writing Skills. How to Write a Resume. Writein S. Introduction. Everyone knows how to write a resume, in their own way, that is. Anyone can write their own resume, but few are able to capture the attention of prospective employers. Surely, as a job seeker, you face tough competition against many stronger opponents. But with a little guidance, you can build a resume that makes you a standout from the crowd of job applicants. This resume should allow you to be invited to interviews more often than those more qualified than you. The world economy has been struggling to revive itself after the financial crisis, and the unemployment rate remained high over the last few years. People are starved for jobs. Every job vacancy advertised easily attracts hundreds of applicants. At this rate, the hiring manager will end up having huge stacks of applications on his desk by the end of the week. If you're that hiring manager, you would dread going through every single application in detail to determine who is the best person for the job. But it's something you must do, and so you embarked on a process of scanning and skimming through the huge amounts of information you have on your desk. You wouldn't spend more than 30 seconds on each application. By the end of the day, you would have knocked out close to 98% of the applications, leaving just a small handful for further screening, i.e., the interview. Let's ask this question. What is so special about that 2% that remained on the desk? What caused the other 98% to go to the bin? We shall see. The resume writing process. Resume writing is a strategic process that requires detailed planning and tactics. The primary aim of a resume is to sell yourself and get an interview to prove that you are worthy of being employed. It is a sales document that must be crafted to communicate something important to the hiring manager. To understand what you're trying to communicate to the hiring manager, we need to understand the process of resume writing. It is primarily a process broken into two main parts: what to write and how to write. How to write effectively depends a great deal on what can be written. The better the quality of the what, the easier it is for the how. Hence, before venturing into the how, let's understand the importance of the what. What to write. Showcase your best strengths in your resume and illustrate them with examples. Should you write everything in your resume? Certainly not. You should write only those that are of value. To begin, I want you to get comfortable with your surroundings and think calmly. Ask yourself, what are your core strengths and competencies? Are you creative? A team player? Self-motivated? Disciplined? Analytical? Able to work with minimal supervision? The list is not exhaustive. Take some time to reflect upon yourself to understand where your core strengths and competencies are. These are the important things mentioned earlier that you must showcase in your resume. The simple reason being, these core strengths and competencies are the roots of all your achievements. You see, because you are, therefore, you managed to achieve. To the hiring manager, your achievements certainly mattered, but what mattered more is the driving force behind those achievements, as you are likely to replicate the good results if you have the necessary core strengths. Select 3 to 5 of your core strengths and start the brainstorming. Dig through the memory archives of your mind as deep as possible. Some questions to guide you along. What were the best things that you've done in the past, jobs or positions, that made you proud? What were the most significant achievements that you've got? What were the moments that you felt on top of the world? What were the biggest highlights of your life? Grab a pen and a piece of paper and start writing them down. Pen down every detail that comes into your mind. Do not be bothered by how to structure the sentences, as they are immaterial at this point in time. The aim of this step is to build content, quality content. After you're done with the brainstorming, you should have sufficient content for each of your core strengths. The next step is to commence filtration, where you separate the real achievements from the mundane and routine work. Real achievements are those that have tangible, significant positive impact on the community around you, e.g. cost savings, profits, etc. Mundane work are those that you're assigned to do routinely every day without much significant impact to your work community. When you have your finalized list of contributions and achievements for each of your core strengths, the main bulk of the content is completed. Keep all the rough work in drafts, as they will come in handy at a later stage. After this, we move on to the how. In broad perspective, how to write is made simpler if you already know what to write. Proceed to learn how to write the contents. Step 1. Format and layout. Question: what do these pictures have in common? Clean, clear, and tasteful layout of the food with a nice blend of contrasting colors that instantly appeal to the visual senses of the diner. Therefore, if your resume can create the same kind of visually enchanting effect on the hiring manager, you would have his fair share of attention before he reads the contents. Couple that with a well-written content, backed by relevant examples tailored to the job position, you would then be able to capture the heart of the hiring manager wholeheartedly. That's how you win this game. You're encouraged to structure your resume using the following 8 points for clarity: name and contact details, career objective, professional experience, education, other relevant skills and experiences, language proficiency, hobbies or pastimes, references. Step 2. Details and information. With the list of accomplishments that you filtered from the brainstorming earlier, put them into the corresponding categories in chronological sequence. There is a certain format to be adopted for every subheader. The format has been structured to provide clarity and ease of reading. For example, the section under Education, this is how one should write. In this section, a very common mistake many resume writers make is not providing sufficient details on the results of their work. Simply narrating or describing what you've been doing in your previous position is not enough to win the heart of the hiring manager for him to grant you an interview. You need to write in a way that you describe your work and also state the significant positive outcomes of your work. Check out the following statements. Candidate A performed extensive research on stem cell applications in a research team for treatment of cancer, published articles in research journals regularly, and won research merits in university. Candidate B performed extensive research on stem cell applications under the mentorship of Professor Charles Xavier, Distinguished Honoree of the National Research Award 2009, published 10 papers in 3 years in the widely recognized Journal of Biomedical Research. Research helped pave the direction for future development in stem cell applications. Won the Young Research Award in 2010. See how different things become when you have sufficient focus on all the important aspects? It brings up your personal value instantly. Follow the style of writing so that you have adequate coverage of all the different essential aspects of resume writing. Fundamentally, everything that you put down in your resume should answer this ultimate question: why should you be hired for the job? This concept applies even to the seemingly unimportant sections of hobbies or pastimes. Even in those sections, you must write in a way that your hobby has given you some significantly positive value. It should either make you a better person or give you the drive to reach higher levels of success. For example, if you love playing soccer, you should write, "Enjoyed playing soccer in my free time. Won the University College Soccer Tournament champion in year 2008. Appreciated that although self-discipline is required by each team member, it is teamwork that ultimately allows the team to work together seamlessly and eventually emerge victorious." Step 3. Before launch. After you have filled in the contents of your resume from your brainstorm checklist, the document is almost ready for launch. However, before you fire out that resume, run the spell check function, hit the F7 key, and get someone to proofread it for you. Managers have little tolerance for typos. Getting a cold-eye review on your resume has many advantages, including the ability to assess the effectiveness of the resume objectively and pointing out where the possible areas of improvement are. Step 4. Cover letter. In the process of resume writing, this should be done after your resume is complete. The simple reason being, it's easier to summarize from something you already have physically rather than to try summarizing from information in your mind that is disorganized and non-comprehensive. The cover letter is a one-page document that summarizes your capabilities. The objective is to summarize your achievements and core strengths and qualities in one page. Bear in mind that your cover letter should complement and value-add your resume, not supplement it. Similar to the resume, the cover letter has a certain format to be followed for optimum clarity and ease of reading. Follow this format. 1. Your name, address, and date. 2. Name of hiring manager and address. 3. Salutation. 4. Paragraph 1. 5. Paragraph 2. 6. Paragraph 3. 7. Sign off. Some important points to take note. Paragraph 1. Introduce yourself, i.e., who you are, which position you are applying for, and when did you see that job vacancy advertisement. Be as specific as possible. Paragraph 2. Summarize your key strengths and the corresponding accomplishments. Bear in mind to showcase only the best and be as sharp as possible. Paragraph 3. Conclude cover letter and thank reader for his time. Never forget to humbly request for an interview. When signing off, be professional. Phrases such as yours forever or yours truly or best must not be used. Use professional phrases such as yours sincerely or yours faithfully. Those are simple and effective. Step 5. Launch and follow-up. Congratulations! You've entered the last part of the resume writing process. Now that everything is ready, go ahead and send out your resume to the Human Resource Department. Ensure that your email carries a good image of you, i.e., no provocative domain names. For simplicity, use your full name, e.g., johnsmith@gmail.com. You should also be contactable from now on. Subscribe to a voicemail service for your cell phone if you haven't so. This is to allow the HR department to leave a voice message in your phone if they're unable to reach you. The package you send out should comprise the following: cover letter, resume, testimonials, and special awards. If you have a testimonial from prestigious sources due to previous accomplishments in your expertise, send them in as part of the package. Such testimonials can provide the much-needed booster effect to improve your value, particularly if you're up against job contestants of similar work caliber. Similarly, special awards can give you the upper hand over other contestants. Take note that such awards should be of a certain prestige, e.g., National Public Service Award given by the President, Purple Heart for exemplary performance in the military, etc. The rarer the award, the more prestigious it is, and the greater the value-adding power it has to your portfolio. Finally, you should call up the hiring department of a company after 1 week to follow up on the status of your application. A few reasons for doing this. 1. You need to check that they've received your application and are in the midst of processing it. 2. By doing so, you cast an impression on the HR personnel that you're passionate and enthusiastic about the job offer. If your competitors are of similar caliber, then such gestures might just give you the edge you need. 3. You can seize the chance to establish good rapport with the hiring personnel. In other words, it's a good networking opportunity. Conclusion. I certainly hope that the content in this article has provided insights on how to improve your resume writing skills to give you the edge over your competitors. This article is a condensed version of the ebook available for sale on my blog. The ebook is designed for easy reading, and the contents power-packed to help the job seeker understand the concepts involved. It's the one book you should never miss. Check out my blog at www.iwantthedamnjob.com. Resume.